Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today's video is going to be a little bit of trash talk, a little bit of garbage products, a little bit of empties. I've been accumulating all of my skincare, hair care, makeup that I've used up since the beginning of this year, and I feel like I have a big enough pile that we can go ahead and talk about it. Are these things that are tried and true favorites, things I've repurchased many times? Was it a one and done? Do I already have a replacement? We're gonna get into it. This is definitely a good place to see what I go through the most. What do I repurchase the most? What are some things that I would never try again? This is gonna be the place for you. I'm really excited. I haven't done one of these videos in years, so this is gonna be fun. And I hope you end up liking it as well, because if you do, I can save all my garbage for the future as well, and we can do this again. So just let me know what you think. Before we get into the video itself, I did of course film this look. It should already be up on my channel by the time this video goes up. It's part of my 2 looks video with the new Beaute Bar Secret Garden palette. And as far as my accessories today go, these earrings are from a brand called Intuitive Wisdom. My necklaces, these rings, and this bracelet are all from Ana Luisa, and I don't know where this ring's from. So yeah. Without further ado, let's just hop in and talk some trash. I have a big old box of garbage here, and we're gonna dig through it together. We're gonna go in no particular order. I'm just gonna grab things and we're gonna talk about them. I also don't really have a good spot to put this, so it's just gonna live right here. Is that cool with you? It's cool with me. All right, Amika, the Fluxus hairspray. This is my favorite hairspray of all time. I use it on myself. I use it on my clients in my salon studio, and I've gone through so many of these. I already have another replacement here at my house. I go through them all the time at my salon, but this is my personal one. I'm not sharing my salon empties because I'd go through them way too often. These are just personal empties, but I already have a replacement. Favorite hairspray. I feel like it holds really well, but it's not nasty, crunchy feeling. Like it's still fairly touchable and kind of flexible, but it still holds really well. It smells great. I love the Amika brand. This is wonderful. Let's see, what do we grab next? A lotion. This is from Tree Hut. This is the Takes the Cake body butter. I really like Tree Hut products. I use their body washes. I use their scrubs. I use their lotions. I think they're really, really good. I really enjoyed this one too. Oh, it just smelled like yummy frosting. I liked the kind of whipped texture. I felt like this melted into the skin really well. I'm not necessarily rushing out to buy this scent specifically again, and I also don't know if it's available because it was like an anniversary birthday kind of thing. Yeah, it was limited edition, so I don't even think I could get this again. But I like getting different scents anyways. I like finding different kind of flavors for the season, if you will. So this was fun. I will definitely use other scents. I have other scents already. This was a good one. I like this line in general. We have some skincare. This is the Kate Somerville Hydracate serum. This is like a hydrating serum. I was using this in the morning and the night, just whenever I felt like it. I kind of stick to my core routine, but I'll switch out what I'm using as I'm testing out new things. And I did enjoy this one when they sent it to me. I mean, I used the whole thing. This was easy to take with me traveling because I could use it both in the morning and the night. I didn't feel like I could only use it one time of day, needing to bring 2 around with me. So this was a pretty solid one. I wouldn't be opposed to getting it again, but it also wasn't so life-changing that I felt the need to immediately rush out and buy it again right away, because I have other serums that I like. I really like the plum one from Glow Recipe. Pacifica has other serums that I really enjoy. And while this was good, it just, again, it didn't change my life. So I'm not rushing out to get it again, but never say never. I might replace it one day. I have a couple eye masks. The Revive Instant Depuffing Gel Eye Mask. They look like this. It literally looks like a superhero mask. They're really, really funny. I actually wore one of them today. We got these as gifts in the Creators and Friends event recently, and I've been enjoying it. I'm really bad at remembering to use things like this and face masks and stuff, but I've been trying to make an effort to do one of these at least once a week, just some form of a mask, just something in my routine. So I've been trying, and I feel like I've been hitting that once a week or once every 5 days kind of zone, and it's been going well. It feels nice on my eyes. It just, again, it looks kind of like a superhero mask. I feel like it makes me maybe feel a little bit more awake. Maybe it does depuff me a little bit. It's not life-changing. I think I have 3 or 4 more of these, so I'll use them, but I'm not so obsessed with them that I'm oh man, this is a staple. This is something I have to have, and I'm gonna buy more. I feel kind of indifferent about them. They're fun to use when I think about it, but it's not a must-have for me. I guess on the topic of masks, this was another mask that we got on the Creators and Friends event. This is the City Beauty Line Smoothing Hydra Mask. This is actually pretty nice. I feel like this one I do get a little bit more of that boost of hydration. I've used this only one time so far, and I think I have 4 more or so, and I'm excited to use them, but again, I don't think it's giving me so much life-changing nourishment that I feel the need to like go repurchase a ton more right this second. Again, never say never. I'm not opposed to having more of these, but I think they're just kind of one of those things like I'll do them for now. They'll be fun for a time and then I'll move on. I'm just not a huge mask girly. It's not gonna be the thing that like I'm obsessed with, you know? But these have been fine. I feel like they're hydrating, they're nourishing, they feel good. I've enjoyed it so far. I have another Tree Hut product. This is the Candy Cane Foaming Gel Wash. Like I told you, I love their body washes. I love their body butters. I love their body scrubs. I just love the Tree Hut brand for body products. And obviously this was my wintry Christmas time scent. I love anything candy cane. Not me missing Christmas right now. That smells delicious. I love peppermint in the winter. It's one of my favorite things. And I was trying to make an effort to finish this around February. I think I finished this one. I was like, I really need to finish this scent. I can't bring candy canes into spring and summer. It's just gonna make me mad that it's spring and summer. So I did succeed in that. I feel like this was a great one to have around for the winter. I don't know if this will be back next winter. I imagine if not this one, something similar. I really enjoyed it. I still have a candy cane scrub in my shower that I'm gonna be working through. But this is nice. I really like the body washes. I feel like they just, I don't know, they feel really cleansing, but I also feel really soft. They don't make me feel like stripped or anything. I like their body washes. I have a couple of them in my shower that I rotate between, and that is the one I've most recently finished. I have lashes, 4 pairs of bright lashes that I've gone through. I've already replaced these. Bright Lashes is one of my favorite brands. I'm not wearing them today because I wanted something huge, but I love a half lash, and Bright Lashes has my favorite half lashes of all time. I've gone through 3 flirts and 1 flutter. I'm actually kind of surprised because flutter's my favorite. I obviously just went through a phase where I was using flirt a lot, but I have another flutter that I've been currently using right here. I have other ones in my drawer next to me. I love Bright Lashes, and I love Angela Bright. She owns Bright Lashes. She's just the absolute most sweet human being. She's so gorgeous, and she makes bomb lashes. So if you need some lashes, and specifically half lashes, I think she makes more than just half lashes, but if you want half lashes, this is the place to go. I've gone through so many pairs. I feel like they're really reasonably priced. I love these. I will forever buy them. Pretty much once I'm down to like my last pair, like once I start my last pair, because I can get a few weeks out of them, I will place an order. And that's how it'll be until the end of time. I have another hair care product. This is the IGK Low Key Cleansing Walnut Scalp Scrub. I'm indifferent about this. It feels okay to use. I feel like I only wash my hair about once a week, and I have a lot of product buildup by that point. So having a scrub like this to kind of help break it up before I go in with shampoo is helpful. But I also feel like this is kind of difficult to use. Like the bottle itself, like it will, well, I mean, nothing's gonna come out now because it's empty, but like sometimes it would get stuck. So I'd have to almost like let some of the water from my shower drip into it and then like shake it up and then pour it out. And sometimes like I felt like I had to use a lot to like really get a good scrub going on. And like it's not a shampoo, so it's not gonna lather or anything. I don't know. It's like I enjoyed it after the fact, after I finished using it, but it was a little annoying to use. So I don't know if I'd go out of my way to repurchase this one personally. It was fine, but it wasn't like my favorite thing to use. And I like a lot of IGK. That's just not my favorite one. I have a Good Molecules Instant Cleansing Balm. I love a cleansing balm for taking off my makeup. You just plop some of it on your face, you rub it around, you don't even need water to start with, and it just melts everything away. I always remove my makeup with a cleansing balm, and then I'll go in with another cleanser afterwards to kind of double cleanse. This is to remove the makeup, then I use a cleanser to actually cleanse. And this is one of my favorites. It's pretty affordable. I've gone through so many of these. I haven't repurchased one just yet, just because I already had an e.l.f. one, and I have another one from, I think, Province Beauty, so I'm probably just gonna work through those because I already physically have them. But I will buy more of these once I need it. It's just not something I need right this second, but this is my favorite one. I've gone through so many of them. I feel like for the price point and the effectiveness of it, it is my favorite one, so love that one. I have an e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I got this, I wanna say at least a year and a half ago, maybe longer. Whenever this came out is when I got this. like when it had initially first ever launched. And I really enjoy this. I think it's beautiful to use as a base, like a primer, and then put foundation over it. It's also beautiful on no makeup days if I just like want a little bit of something. Even on just like days that I'm wearing makeup, but kind of skipping foundation, I'll go in with this because it gives me a little bit of something, little bit of glow, the smidgiest tint of something without it being like actual like a coverage foundation. This is beautiful. I did finally finish it and I did already replace it, and I was thankful because they've actually expanded this shade range at this point. Before, this was the lightest one fair. Now they have a 0 and a 0.5. I think I went with 0.5, and that shade does match a little bit better because as you can see, it's a little warm. It's definitely sheerer than it looks in the tube, but I definitely could have gone down a shade. So now that it exists, I did already repurchase this. I love it. It's one of my favorite products in my collection. Like, it's a must-have for me. I went through 2 of these little samples, these little cleansers from Undefined Beauty. These were just like little samples that were in our goodie bags at the Creators and Friends trip, and they were fine. It was kind of just a cleanser. It didn't like change my life, but I didn't dislike it. I wouldn't be mad if I had more of this, but I'm also not like, wow, that was a game-changing cleanser. I need more of it right now. Honestly, I'm not really tied down to any specific cleanser. Like, I have one from Pacifica I like. Actually, I think I have multiple from Pacifica that I like. I've tried cleansers from Pixie that I like. I have one that I'm testing out right now from Glow Recipe that I really enjoy. My skin's not too picky with cleanser as long as it's not rose. My skin does not really like rose, but this was just fine. Like, it was good, but I'm not like obsessed with it, you know? I have a Pixie Glow Tonic with my name on it since, oh my gosh, the beginning of time. They're one of the first brands that ever sent me PR, probably, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. Probably about that long, yeah. And this was, I think, one of the first PR packages I got was one of these like with the name on it, giant glow tonic with a pump, and I loved it. And I get one from Pixie around Christmas time ever since, so by the time I'm out of one, I have another one. So the one I got this past Christmas is in my bathroom now. This is the one from 2 Christmases ago. So it takes me about a year to go through one of these, but I love it. Even if they stopped sending me glow tonics, I would buy my own. I even buy the like little travel sized ones to take on the go with me because this is just my favorite toner. It's my go-to one to use, especially at night, but I'll use it in the morning as well. I'll use it after cleansing and then before I go in with my serums. It's just wonderful. My skin loves this. It's one of my favorite things. It's probably the longest running skincare product in my repertoire, the longest amount of time. And I am testing out 2 other toners at the moment. I'm trying one in the morning from Glow Recipe and a different Pixie one that they just sent me. It's like a blueberry one at night. And I'm really liking both of those, but at the end of the day, if I could only pick one like toner forever, it would be the Glow Tonic from Pixie. It's phenomenal. I've loved it for years. It's just good. I have a Lawless Shape Up Soft Line Brow Pencil here. This was in the shade Teddy Bear. It has like a, well, it had like a pencil side, and then the other side is a little spoolie. And I'm not the biggest brow pencil girl. My favorite thing is to just go in with my like fiber tinted brow gel, and then I'll use a pen to kind of like draw in little strokes in the gaps. And I feel like a pencil, it's harder for me to be as precise, but like I'll use it if I have it. Like they sent me this in PR a while ago and I used it until it was gone, and now I'm back to my regular routine again. So I don't know, I like switching it up every once in a while, but at the end of the day, a brow pencil never changes my life. I just like the brow pen that I like, and I probably have one in here, so I'll talk about it later. If I don't have it in here, then I'll talk about it later anyways. But yeah, a brow pen is just my go-to. This was fine. I would use another one if I got sent another one, but it's not so amazing that I need to go buy one because I already know what I love the most, you know? Okay, I actually don't have any of the brow pen in this box, but I'll tell you that anyways. But I do have 2 of my favorite fiber brow gels. These are the NYX Thick-It Stick-Its. These are the first step of my brow routine every day. I just go in, even though this is gone now, I just go in and like really coat my brows in it, and it gets them nice and fluffy and kind of in place. It holds them so well. It's like super glue. It's so good. And then I'll go in with my pen, which is this one, the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Pen. It's just like the most perfect little like precise tip, and I'll just go in and kind of fill in the gaps. It's amazing, but we're not talking about the brow pen right now. We're talking about these. I've gone through so many. I already have another one right here. And I think when I bought this one, thinking I was gonna replace it, I actually had already had a replacement. So I already have a replacement for my replacement. I just love this. It's my favorite brow product of all time. It's just so good. Like I said, it holds really well. It fills in really nicely. It's amazing. I go for the shade Espresso and I just love it. Fantastic brow product. I think this is my last hair care product, but it's the IGK Beach Club Texture Spray, which I think they just changed the packaging on this. Like, I'm certain of it. I just went to the salon supply store the other day to restock my salon and myself, and the packaging on this was different, but it still exists, thankfully. But this is the best texture spray in the world. It's volumizing. It gives you beautiful beachy texture. It breaks up your curls and just scrunchy hair so nicely. I love this. I even like to style it on my clients that do like kind of pizzazzy pixie cuts. Like, I'll finish the cut and blow dry it and then just like really load it up with that and just kind of shake it around, and it just gives it so much texture and volume. I love this. Like I said, I really like most IGK products, and this is one of my go-to things. I actually have a different one from Joico that I'm testing out right now that I'm also really, really enjoying, but I think this one and that Joico one are gonna be my top favorites forever. I've replaced this so many times in my days, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. I have a Milk Hydro Grip Eye Primer. I already have a replacement. It's in my cup right there. I think the brand, every so often Milk Makeup will send me a PR package and there'll be one of these in the mix, so I just keep it for later because I know I'm gonna need it. This is my favorite eyeshadow primer. It's very divisive. People either love it or they really, really hate it. I get asked on a semi-regular basis how I make this work because they can't make it work for them, and it's just different strokes for different folks, you know? I like this one. I don't have to do anything special to make it work. I just enjoy it. It works for me. It works for what I like to do with eyeshadow. It works for my skin type. It just works for me. I don't know what to tell you. It glides on nicely. Eyeshadow applies well on top of it, and that's pretty much all I can ask for. This has been my favorite for years, and it's probably gonna stay that way. It's just so good. I have a very dusty old sponge from Salem Cosmetics. I could probably even declutter another sponge at some point next to me, but the Salem Cosmetics sponges are my favorite. They're just really squishy and really bouncy, and when you wet them especially, they get really big and just so bouncy and so easy to use, and they're super cheap. I think they're like $5, so I've already repurchased a sponge from Salem Cosmetics at this point, and I go through them every so often, just whenever I feel like they're, I don't know, just not working the same anymore. That's when I replace it. I have a couple mascaras. I do try to replace these every 3-ish months or so, just because I feel like I don't like to use mascara long term. But first is the CoverGirl Clump Crusher. It looks like this. It wasn't my favorite. This wasn't my favorite one to use. I've been really experimenting with mascaras lately, trying to figure out what my favorites are, and I found that I have to use waterproof if I have any hope of holding a curl. My lashes are very straight and kind of short and kind of stubborn, so I need something waterproof to really hold that curl. And this one I'm pretty sure is waterproof, but they just droop down pretty instantly. It doesn't do anything life-changing, so this one I will not purchase again. But the e.l.f. Big Mood Waterproof is my favorite. This has been my favorite one so far. I've gone through a couple of these. I haven't repurchased this one just yet because I'm testing out a couple other mascaras and I don't need to buy and open another one right now, but I promise you I probably will. This will probably be one I buy in the semi-near future because it's just really good. It's really affordable. I feel like it does a good job and I love it. It's my favorite one so far. Oh my gosh, I have 3 black eye pencils from various brands that I completely used up. I use a black eye pencil every single time I do my makeup, at the very least to tightline my upper waterline, but I do frequently enough do a really smudgy black smoked out lower lash line, but every day at least I tightline my upper waterline when I do my makeup. But I have one from Oden's Eye, I have one from Milk Makeup, I have one from Rare Beauty. I'm not really partial to any black pencil in particular, as long as it's just really black and stays put. And I find that I have pretty good luck with eyeliner staying put in my waterline. I don't really have problematic waterlines, if you would say. Like, I'm looking at my eye pencils right now and like my Milk ones are fine, my Rare Beauty ones are fine, my ColourPop, my Oden's Eye, all of it's fine. And as of this moment, I already know I have another backup of a Rare Beauty one that came in a PR package, and I'm currently using a black one from ColourPop. So I mean, at some point, if I ever run out of black eye pencils, I will repurchase one. But as it stands as of right now, I just seem like I always have another one ready to go. So I just use what I have around. These have all been really good though. I don't really have any complaints about all 3 of these. I went through a very nasty, gunky, used black lash glue from House of Lashes. I use a black lash glue every time I wear lashes. So I always put glue on my lash band itself, and then as the lash band is getting tacky for like 2 minutes or so, I'll also do a small strip of glue right like on my lid where my lashes would apply, because then after like 2 minutes has gone by, everything's really tacky and it sticks together really, really well. So I always use a black one on my lash band itself because it just stays black and it stays looking really good. And then if it's something like today where I did a winged liner, I'll use the black glue to also draw that line. But if I'm not wearing a winged liner, I'll use my clear glue to draw the line. But I'll still always do the black one on the lashes itself. I already have another one. I probably have at least 2 of them because I usually buy a few at a time. But this is a must-have for me. It's been my favorite lash glue for years. I also went through a mini Juliet Has a Gun Magnolia Bliss. I'm actually surprised I don't have more mini perfumes in here. I think I have a lot that are almost done but just didn't get finished before this video. I liked this one. Just kind of lightly floral. It's not my favorite Juliet Has a Gun scent though. I really like just the original. I have a full size of the original and I have samples of like the Vanilla Vibes one. I really like the, there's one called like Vengeance, I think. I like them all really, and I don't dislike this one. It's just not my favorite one compared to the other one. So to answer the question of this video, will I repurchase this one? Probably not specifically. I'm not opposed to getting another little set of like the ones that are like this big, like the small ones, like a finger size, because they last me a good bit of time. But I don't see myself going out of my way to purchase like a full-size bottle of this one. It's very rare that I'll purchase a full-size bottle of any perfume. I really like the perfumes that are like small. Like I just bought some new Kylie ones that are like this big, and it's just perfect because that'll last me a long time. I don't need a full size. I would never be able to go through them all. I went through a Lawless Forget the Filler Overnight Lip Plumping Mask. This one was in the scent Juicy Watermelon. I love these. I have another variant right here. I have another variant downstairs. I have a variant in my makeup bag, in my tote bag that I carry around with me. I probably have another one in here somewhere. I have so many of these. Lawless sends me these pretty much with every PR package that comes out, and I do give them out to friends every so often, but I do hoard a lot of them because I just love this lip mask. And I don't only just use it at night. I'll use it any time of the day. I'll use it first thing in the morning. I'll use it halfway through the day. I'll use it right before bed every single night. And I like having access to them everywhere. Like I need one in my bag. I need one in my bathroom. I need one right here. So I go through these pretty often. If I ever get to a point where I run out of all of the ones they've ever sent me and they never send me another one again, I will purchase another one because I just love these. I think my favorite scent so far has been the cherry one. The cherry vanilla, I think is what it's called. But I also really like this one, Sweet Dream. This one's nice. It's just kind of lightly fruity, kind of like candy. They're all good. I have zero complaints. I think they're so nice. They do give your lips a little bit of a plumping, tingly sensation, but they also just really nourish because it is a lip mask. It's a little bit thicker. It's wonderful. Just a couple more makeup-y things. I ran through my Rare Beauty setting spray. I've gone through a couple of these at this point. I like it. It has a good mister. As of this moment, I just started a new Milk makeup one, which is my other favorite one. This is probably my #1 favorite if I had to pick. I enjoy it, but if I had to go buy one, it's probably gonna be the Milk makeup one. Probably every time. I also finished a Rare Beauty under eye brightener, and I went through a phase where this was something I couldn't live without. I was so sure that I could never be without this. And then I was running low on it, and one of you told me to get the e.l.f. Halo Contour one, the highlight one. Mine's in the shade Champagne Campaign. That's a cute name. And you use it in a similar way. So what I used to do was when I had my concealer, like I'd do my concealer under my eyes, around my nose, spot conceal anything, but I would also put some of the under eye brightener in the outer corners and sometimes on my nose as well. And one of you were telling me that you use this for the same reason. So I bought this because I mean, it's a fraction of the price. It's e.l.f. versus Rare Beauty. And Rare Beauty I don't think is horribly overpriced, but e.l.f. is cheaper. So I got this, I tried it, and I do like it. I don't think it's the exact same, but it does give me a similar effect. But then I feel like over the last like 2 weeks, I haven't even been using the e.l.f. one. So all that to say is I think I can live without the under eye brightener. And I was so sure this was something I could never live without. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. So I haven't repurchased it. And at this moment, I don't think I will because now I don't think I need it the way I thought I did. Maybe it just became a comfort blanket that I got used to, but I don't think I need it anymore. but it was fun for a while and it lasted me a really long time. I have 2 setting powders. I have a NYX High Glass finishing powder. I don't think these exist anymore, but when I found out they were getting discontinued years ago, I bought like 6 of them. So I'm still going through these slowly. I don't even use these every day anymore. These used to be my favorite thing to set the perimeters of my face, like not my under eye because it's very highlighty, very glowy. Not like a highlighter, but it does have a lot of glow to it. But I really enjoyed setting the outskirts of my face with it because it left the glow behind that I enjoy, but kept me a little more set down so I wasn't like emollient or anything. But I don't know. I go through phases where I use this just because I'm like, I have these, I should probably use them, like I stockpiled them. But then I go through phases right now, for instance, where I'm only setting like my under eyes and right around like my mouth. Everything else I'm just letting do its thing. I have normal to dry skin for reference, by the way. So right now I'm in a phase where I'm not really using it, but I already have like another one that already has some pan. I have a couple more in my drawer, so I'm set for a while. And once I'm out of it, I'm out of it. And at one point I was so sad about that idea. That's why I bought so many. But at this point, I'm just kind of using them loosely. And when I run out of them, I run out of them. And I'll just use setting powder when I feel like it. You know, it's not like world crushing for me anymore. And last thing is my e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder. This is my new favorite setting powder of all time. It is so beautiful. It is so finely milled. It just dusts onto the skin so nicely. It sets my under eyes beautifully. And I also feel like if I do want to set the perimeters of my face and have a glowy moment, this one still allows me to do that. So that's partly also why I'm not sad about the NYX one, because I basically have my replacement. Now, if they ever came out with this in a pressed form, that would be the ultimate replacement. But as it stands, even the loose version is fine. I already have another one. I don't know where it is though. It's somewhere in one of these drawers, but I already have another one. Lately, I've just been using the Sigma one because I was trying to retest it out to see if I still liked it like I did back in the day. But this is my favorite. I will always repurchase this one. It's so good. Like ultimate favorite, best setting powder I've ever used in my lifetime of doing makeup. And yeah, that sums it up for my garbage. This is all the garbage I've gone through so far this year. I might be forgetting something. I might have properly tossed or recycled whatever needed to be instead of bringing it upstairs to this box, because that's not normally what you would do with garbage. But this is what I've collected so far, my little trash pile here. I've gone through a fair amount of makeup, skincare, a couple hair care things, and now you know what I use on the regular, what I go through the fastest, what I like to replace, and what I'll never touch again. I would love to hear your thoughts. Have you tried any of these? Do you want any of these? What products do you go through the most? What do you find yourself replacing the most? I would love to know. If you made it to the end of this video, leave some emojis that look like they could be garbage, you know, like little trashy emojis. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm BATTYBEAN there as well. You can also subscribe. I'm posting most days over here. You can also join my channel memberships. The link to sign up will be down below. You'll get fun little perks, including a members only video once a month. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.